Randomness is a hallmark of an efficient market. By efficient, economists typically mean that you can't make money by trading.
The idea that you shouldn't be able to buy an asset and sell it immediately for a profit is known as the efficient market hypothesis.
And so in a totally efficient market, the prices tomorrow can't possibly have any predictive power. If they did, we would have taken advantage of it today.
And that markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities. Firms like Citadel, firms like Fidelity, firms like Viking Global, Capital Research. We're all running large teams of people that are engaged in fundamental research, trying to drive the value of companies towards where we think they should be valued.
A market maker can execute naked shorts insofar as they're facilitating a trade. They're not to facilitate someone shorting a position for an extended period of time.
Well, I think, if the general public investor is pitted against the hedge funds, over time the hedge funds will come out ahead.
And you just won't leave me. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. I give back this.
They were handed enormous amounts of money by the government. Most were able to keep their jobs because of work from home and otherwise. And let's be clear, you couldn't go out for dinner with your friends, you weren't traveling, so you saved money. And the American consumer saved trillions of dollars. Now, the flip side of this is the US government spent about $5 trillion over the pandemic to allow us to stay at home and sit on the sofa.
The need for reform of Rule 605. So essentially, the rule is antiquated. It doesn't really cover the amount of what we call size improvement. And we've been very upfront and very transparent about providing that level of data. So what that means is, in the 8,000 names, to the extent there's not liquidity on a lit exchange, fundamentally the wholesalers are providing infinite liquidity at the NBBO or the inside price. So if we get an order for 1,000 shares in Reg NMS stock that no one's ever heard of, and there's 200 shares on NASDAQ in New York, we fill out 1,000 shares at that inside price. That's meaningful liquidity. 55% of the orders that we received, Bob, we provide size improvement. In a complete, as he calls it, an auction environment, who's going to provide that? The liquidity fairy? I mean, it just doesn't exist.